The Nightingale and the Emperor. Once upon a time, there was an emperor in China. His palace was most spectacular one in the world. There were hundreds of beautiful flowers in the garden of the palace. These flowers were bound by silver bells to keep people's attention away from them and prevent them from being plucked. Beyond the garden, there was a forest full of big trees. There lived a nightingale. The nightingale would sing so beautifully that even the poor fishermen would stop and listen to it. People from all over the world have come to listen to the nightingale's songs. Famous scholars had written many books about palace, garden, and nightingale. Books have reached all over the world. The emperor also read these books, and he liked the wonderful things written about the city, the palace, and the garden. When he read the line saying, "But the nightingale was better than all of them," he said, "What would that be? I've never heard of it." He summoned his vizier immediately and ordered him to bring the nightingale. The vizier ran up and down the corridors, not knowing what to do, because he didn't know what the nightingale was, what it looked like, and where to find it. A little girl in the kitchen said, "I know the nightingale. I know how he sings. I was taking the leftovers from here to my sick mother. On the way home, I got tired and rested in the woods. There, I heard the nightingale singing. I couldn't hold my tears. I felt like my mother's kissing me." Vizier asked to the little girl, "If you take us to the nightingale, I'll give you big prizes." They all went into the woods, where the nightingale sang all the time. Half of the court people came with them. On the way, they heard a cow's moo, and the court people said, "Well, I think we found him." "No, that's not a nightingale. It's a cow's mooing. We have a long way to go," said the little girl. Then they heard the sound of a frog croaking in the swamp. "Great," a fat man said. "Now we heard him." "No," she said again. "These are frogs, not nightingales, but we'll hear him soon." Then the nightingale started singing. "That's him. Look, there he is," she shouted. Vizier: "Weird. Is that possible? I never thought it was like this." He said, "How ordinary he looks." "Little nightingale, the emperor wants you to sing for him," said the little girl. "Gladly," said the nightingale. Then right there, he sang perfectly, and everyone enjoyed it. Vizier: "What a wonderful voice he has. How his little throat works. Awesome. We've never heard of him before. I am sure he'll be very successful at the palace." "Can I sing for the emperor this time?" the nightingale asked. "My precious little nightingale, I would be honored to invite you to the palace tonight. The emperor will be enchanted when he hears your fascinating songs," replied the vizier. Everything was beautifully prepared in the palace. All the court people were there. The nightingale sang so beautifully that the emperor's tears floated down his cheeks. The nightingale's song appealed directly to the hearts. The emperor was truly enchanted and told his vizier to put a gold ring around the nightingale's neck. Nightingale thanked him. "The greatest gift for me was to see the tears flowing from the emperor's eyes as he was listening to me." The nightingale had to stay in the cage in the palace from now on. He was allowed to go out twice in the day and once at night. The nightingale had 12 servants, but he had a silk cord tied to his feet so he wouldn't fly away, and it was very uncomfortable when he was flying. One day, the emperor received a package that was written "Nightingale" on top. There was a little mechanical toy in the box. This is an artificial nightingale that looked like real. He could sing like a real nightingale and move his tail up and down. He had a necklace on his neck that said, "The Japanese emperor's nightingale is nothing compared to the Chinese emperor's nightingale." "That's amazing," everyone said. The man who brought this fancy nightingale has been awarded the title, "First to bring the imperial nightingale." Now, the emperor said. "They can sing together. We'll listen to their duet." Then the two nightingales sang together, but their voices didn't match. Music chief, it's not his fault. He said it could take a long time for them to be coherent. The artificial bird had to sing alone. He gave almost the same enjoyment as the real bird. It's good enough to look at also. She was looking amazing, like bracelets and necklaces. She sang the same song 33 times, never stopping, without a rest. The emperor wanted to hear the real bird this time, but it wasn't there. No one noticed. He flew out the window into the woods. "What are we going to do?" the emperor said. The court folk said the nightingale was ungrateful. "But we still have the best bird," they say, and they listened to the same song for the 34th time. The music chief praised the mechanical bird and convinced everyone he was better than the real bird because the artificial bird had beautiful feathers and diamonds. "Sir, we had no idea what the real bird would say, but it's always known what this bird would say," the chief said. "You can open it. Show everyone where and how the rhythm comes out," the people said. The chief got permission to show off the toy bird. The emperor commanded that everyone should listen to his song. Everyone listened to him and enjoyed it. Then the artificial bird was put on the silk cushions next to the emperor's bed. The music chief wrote all the notes of the bird in 25 volumes. Songs were delivered to everyone. Within a year, all the Chinese learned every note of the artificial bird's songs. Even street kids sing the bird songs now. The emperor sometimes mumbles those songs, but one night, the artificial bird suddenly cracked while singing. "Something's happened! Brrr!" All the reels, the heels collided, and the music stopped. Then a mechanic was called to repair it. After a long examination, he fixed the bird, but he said it was impossible to be the way it was before. The artificial bird would be able to sing only once a year. About 5 years later, sad news came to the people. For the Chinese, their emperor was everything. One day, they found out that the emperor was deadly ill. People came and asked the vizier how the old emperor was. The emperor was getting weaker and pale. As he was lying in his bed weak, everyone began to pay his respects one by one. In the halls and corridors, carpets were laid out so that footsteps cannot be heard. Nothing could break the silence. The emperor was waiting for something to come and save him from the monotony of his dead silence. Someone should sing to him. "Music! Music! Little golden bird, I gave you golden jewels. Then I put my gold ring around your neck with my own hands. Come on, sing me a song. Sing me, please," the emperor cried at night. But there was no one else to do it. There was only silence. But then a miracle happened. Suddenly, the lively little nightingale appeared on the window and started singing his greatest song. When the real nightingale began to sing, blood began to flow in the emperor's veins again. He was coming back to life. "Thank you, little bird. I know you. I banished you from my kingdom, but you gave me life again. How can I reward you again?" the emperor asked Nightingale. "When I first sang to you, you couldn't hold your tears. I'll never forget that. This was my reward," he replied. As the nightingale sang, the emperor fell into a deep sleep. No servant has come yet because they think he's dead. But the nightingale got on the branch and sang to him, "Emperor, you must stay with me all the time. You can sing whenever you want, and I'll break the artificial bird into 1,000 pieces," he said. "Don't do that. He shall stay with you, because he amuses you too," said the nightingale. "I can't make my home here, but I'll come back every night and sing to you on the branch again. But you mustn't tell the others. It would be better for both of us," said the nightingale and flew away into the woods. When the emperor's son came to look at him, the emperor stared at him and said, "Good morning. I am healed now.